I'm gonna use our old save. We're off to the races. We do want to change that. Hold on a sec. Let me get my build. Idiot Savant. Okay. Alright, so we want strength 1, perception 9, endurance 4, charisma 3, intelligence 1, agility 5, and luck 5. We're gonna get perception 10 from the Museum of Freedom Bauble. Okay, change the name. We will call it Savant. Oops.
Enjoy your return to the surface, and thank you for choosing Vault Tech.
Bottles. Up our tidy bot over here. This is from a mod, of course. The tidy bot just integrates bodies, doesn't even give you any scrap for them. Just cleans up the dead bodies in your settlement, which is helpful. Okay. Take that crab, even though we're not going to eat it. Maybe we'll remember to trade it. I think we got all that stuff there. Alright, now I made a list of the things I actually need. I need hub flower, glowing fungus. I don't know that we need any other farm item, whatever you want to call it, plant. I don't think we need any other plant. Alright, so first level, second level, whatever we want. Idiot Savant. We'll figure out mods here in a second. Let's just get down to Sanctuary first. Yeah, hub flower and fungus is all we want. Crafting. Say hi to Codsworth. Hello, Codsworth.
I live and breathe. Oh, it's really you.
Codsworth, you're
Well, of course I'm...
right.
But you...
He's...
Oh, Mum, it's Ray.
Sean's been...
It's worse than... A bit over... That means you're...
Codsworth, you're acting... a little...
I
Sure.
I spent... And don't get...
Stay with me, pal. Focus.
I'm afraid
Thank you, Codsworth.
You... Now, shall we, sir?
Hey, Frenzy, how's it going? Good morning.
All right,
Happy New Year.
lead the way.
Proud to serve, Mum.
I want to do this idiot Savant build because last time I died on a silly mine, I didn't feel like the build really got a fair shake.
See a bit of fisticuffs, do we?
So I am doing it again. Thank you, Frenzied. Up Codsworth. Good job, buddy.
Nothing here but a few flies. Wait. My senses are picking up movement in another house. Follow me!
Codsworth killing with his usual efficiency.
What's all this, then?
This game runs a lot better in my upgraded PC. I'm getting pretty much 144 frames, except in downtown Boston.
That'll leave us again. I was just getting warmed up.
So our idiot Savant went off there. Whenever you see the Vault Boy give a thumbs up like that, that means we got the bonus idiot Savant experience.
They're really gone, aren't they?
Thanks for trying, Codsworth.
You can't give up, Mum. What about the city? Concord is nearby.
Sure. Thanks for your help, Codsworth.
Good luck, Mum. You'll find I shall remain here and secure the home.
Where is the other blowfly? Should have been two that Codsworth killed in here. Oh, you know what? We have here. We can configure our mods. Let me do that. Let me get my mods configured. Unfortunately, I have to do this every time, which is kind of annoying. Crap Zapper. Crap. Everything on. And worked up. Not crafting. Store objects that are built in the back, no. Let's scrap everything. This is right. As long as we run the scrap zapper first thing, this will be good. I just want to make sure I'm not scrapping the crafting stations. I do not want to scrap those. Off. Okay, good. Good. Alright, I don't think we need anything here. To get SKK going. Alright, settings. Fast travel disabled. Keep that off. Cap chart doesn't matter. Personal stats disabled. Workbench scrap menu disabled. I'm using a separate mod that lets us scrap at workbenches. So I think it'll work better than this one. Than the mods list. Loot courses, corpses. Want them to highlight. Quick trade mode all followers. Fill all bottles we definitely want. Refillable bottles we're not going to do. Place water pumps we're not doing. And crafting recipes we want to disable. I don't want his crafting recipes. Let's start our favorite menu. Quick menu enabled. We want full save. We want loot courses. We want companion quick trade. Don't want any of the others. So now let's go to the quick. Okay, quick trade. Whoa, what happened there? Sure, what happened there? Okay, favorite, we'll put that here. Full save, we'll put that here. Corpses, we'll put that. I think those are the only ones we want, right? What is this? Oh, I see. Okay, we don't want that. Cancel. Why won't it let me cancel? Oh, I'm in the console. Cancel. Alright, we're good. Oh, and we want water on our other thing. Inventory. Water right here. And I want to take this off, actually. Weapons. Alright, cool. Get rid of our stuff. That right now. But we need to equip our backpack. Better vest and slacks. We'll put that on actually. Get rid of all the meat. We'll cook it all up in a second. Store all the junk. 10mm rounds, fine. Alright, so before we do scrap zapper, actually we want to hit the safes that we can lockpick, because the scrap zapper will also scrap the safes. And we want the experience from cracking the safes. So since we're doing Idiot Savant, we're not going to have, well, I guess it's not entirely related, but I'm not going to get lockpicking, which is very different for me.
Sweet.
So we're only going to be able to pick novice locks this playthrough. So that will be a little different. I think we'll miss the loot, and I think we'll miss the experience, but it's going to allow us to get other skills faster. We're going to be doing guns, gunfighter and rifleman. And not getting lockpicking or hacking is going to help us get those quicker. So that plan. All right, is there a safe in here? I can't remember. I don't think there is. I think I've got all the safes memorized by now, but I don't. There's one in the basement, but we're not going to be able to get that one because it is an advanced lock. Go.
Yes.
The nice thing with the scrap zapper is we only have to loot. We only have to pick these locks I forgot. We also need to be looking for suitcases and things that can be lockpicked. Let me just double check these real quick, because those we can also get experience for. And they will also be scrap zapped. Let's see if we can find anything that needs to be lockpicked. Get that little bit of experience. Everything there. And we'll have a tidy bot that'll disintegrate these bodies. The tidy bot doesn't actually give us any scrap or anything, it just disintegrates the dead bodies, which is still very nice. I don't have to look at them anymore. Although I wonder if I want to set tidy bot up at Red Rocket, because we're going to live in Red Rocket as our main base.
There we go.
Alright, this is critical hits with unarmed and melee attacks permanently do plus 5% damage. We're not going to be doing melee, so that doesn't really matter to us. There it is. Alright, your special. Okay, we want... What do we want out of special? Special book, Endurance 5. Okay, we should have Endurance 5 now. Check our stuff right now. Special. Yeah, Endurance 5. Right. Sometimes there's a locked suitcase in here. Not locked today. Oh, let's put our backpack on before I forget. Put this on for now. What do we look like? Or... Oh, we want to turn the straps off on the backpack. Let's do that real quick. It looks like kind of a Lego backpack when you have the straps off, but it also doesn't, you know, glitch into the doesn't glitch into your clothes. So we'll do no straps. And it's like stuck to your body. Hey Thug, how's it going, man? Happy New Year to you too. Appreciate it. Exit station, yes. Alright, yeah, so that looks better, I think. I mean, it's a little weird. It's like it's stuck on your back like a Lego, but at least it doesn't have the straps that glitch into the other clothing. Anyway. Alright. This we already got. I don't see anything there. Oh, there's some rad roaches we need to kill. We could run over and get dog meat, which I think I will in just a sec. I think there's one more rad roach in here. Yeah, it's I got the stats in my about. I think I upgraded them in my about on my landing page. But yeah, now that I got it working, it was kind of a fiasco. Well, it was a fiasco. I somehow managed to burn out a lot of the parts when I was doing the upgrade. I must not have been properly grounded, and anyway, it was terrible. Ended up having to replace power supplies and a couple drives and things like that. But now that it's all working, it's super fast. Like right now in this game, I'm getting 144 frames. Except because my monitor's upgraded too. I have a 144 megahertz monitor now, and I'm getting 144 frames everywhere in this game except like downtown Boston. But everything is running super well. Yeah, like in Borderlands 3 in my old PC I was getting about 80 frames, and I put my new video card, I've got a 4070 Super. I put that on my old PC before I upgraded it, and I was getting about 100 frames with just the new video card. And then with the new PC, the new CPU that I have, the 7950 X3D, I'm getting over 130 frames in Borderlands 3. So I went from, you know, 80 to 130. So I think the upgrade's been really nice. Everything is working much better than it was before. Well, I am pleased. I think I made decent choices, and it was a real meaningful upgrade. I've been really happy with the monitors. I was using an old monitor, and it was 1440p, but it didn't have the best response time and all that. And I've just been really surprised at how much nicer it is to have a modern, fast monitor. It looks so much better compared to my old one. Right, get dog meat. Hey, Kotel, Happy New Year, man. Welcome, sir.
Hey, boy. What are you doing out here all by yourself?
Yeah, so my plan is,
You want to come with me, pal?
yeah, let's get dog meat here.
Okay, then. Let's stick together.
Obviously, I'm doing this Fallout 4 run first. I feel like the Idiot Savant build didn't get a fair run because I died on that stupid mine and the dam over there. And I never take that path. I don't know, it was a pretty frustrated way to die. I think it was like level 6 or 7. So I wanted to do this again. And then I want to do another Borderlands 1 run with Mordecai. In part because I'm a little bit worried that I might forget my path. I didn't write it down or anything. I need to do that. What my plan is for going through that game. But I also think Mordecai's the hardest to one life in Borderlands 1. So I want to do a Mordecai run. And then after that, I'm planning to do Baldur's Gate 3. I've got my whole plan for that. I've got the characters mapped out. I've got the builds planned. At least for Act 3. For Acts 1 and 2, I'm just going to be ad-libbing it with the stuff we pick up along the way. And then I want to do a 4-man XCOM 2 Legend run. 4-squad only. No squad upgrade run. I'm not going to do it like Phoenix did it, where he did no deaths, no frost grenade. I'm not doing any of that nonsense. I'm just going to do... I can use anything, but only 4 guys. So, because I'm nowhere near Phoenix's level. But anyway, that's my plan for the next few runs. Okay, what are we doing? I forgot we were looting over here, so let's go do that. And this run, our charisma is quite low, so we're going to be lone wolfing it. We've only got a 3 charisma, so we won't be using companions. Although, excuse me. I am tempted to pick up McCready because we're a Vats build. So, and his perk is to give you plus 20 aim when you shoot people in the head, which is an insane benefit. So we might pick up McCready and try to level him up even without the perks that make the companions not kill you. I'm a little bit nervous about it because obviously he could kill you, but I think if we're careful and don't give him grenades and stuff, we should be all right. But I haven't decided 100% on that. But anyway, so we may or may not run McCready for part of this playthrough. I mean, the other problem actually we're going to have running McCready is we have a strength of 1, okay? So we're going to be using power armor this entire time, and our carry weight is going to be awful. So we're really going to be counting on the lone wanderer carry weight buff. So and we'll lose that if we pick up a companion. So I don't think at the end of the day we'll even get McCready, but it's tempting to try to figure out a way to get him just for that plus 20%. No, I don't have Mysterious Stranger in my build. I thought that let me just make sure I'm looking at my build list here. I think my analysis on that was that the chance of triggering it was too low, and it didn't seem efficient from that standpoint. I think that was my logic.
That's it.
So I try to have these builds efficient because I am not going to Oh, we're doing our usual thing where I've got the I have the config set up so there's only one choice for the hacking. The terminal will always display one choice for hacking because I think hacking is boring. I don't mind lockpicking, but hacking I don't like. Yeah, like I said, I think the trigger rate is too low. So like I'd be better off, I figured, getting another rank of gunslinger or gunfighter rather, or rifleman. Like I figured I'd be more efficient to get virtually any other skill than that. What I started to say is the reason why I like to be efficient is, I guess I just like to be efficient, but also we're not going to do stuff like just build and sanctuary to level up. And so I want to get powerful as fast as possible. So I tried to pick skills that will do that for us. Okay, we're not going to have advanced lockpicking, unfortunately. I think we're done, so we can turn our scrap zapper on. I really like the scrap zapper. It's going to loot sanctuary for us. And I think it's one of my favorite mods of all time because it takes like an hour to go through and scrap everything manually. But the scrap zapper will just nuke it all for us automatically, which is super helpful. Yeah, we're gonna do gunfighter and rifleman. We're gonna do both this time at Killatel. Alright, let's see. So where is the scrap zapper? I need to remember where to make it. Is it in power? Miscellaneous, maybe? Oh, I think... Resources, I think, of scrap zapper is. Here it is, scrap zapper. Okay, build. We need a makeshift battery, okay. Just right here. Why won't it let me build it? Build with... Oh, I can't do it right there. Okay, that's the only problem. Okay. Okay. Alright, so let it do its thing. Alright, let me, alright, cool. Yeah, so for mods, we've got it's the same mods I was using toward the end of last time. I haven't changed anything. So it's the same mods we've had for the last build. You want to check them out? Still trying to keep the build light, or the mods light. So nothing too heavy. Alright, so then you can pick this thing back up again, and then carry it with you to Red Rocket in this case. And we can go from there. Alright, let's see what we got. So we could, excuse me, we could wear the sweater vest or the sunset sarsaparilla. I think I'll just wear the sweater vest and fax. Sweater vest and slacks is cracking me up right now. Just stick with that. Alright, eventually we're going to move to Red Rocket. But not right now. Alright, let me organize Sanctuary the way I like it organized. And we'll cook up some food. I like to move the chem station and the cooking station over near the crafting station. Alright, let's cook up some food. So we will be using food to get experience. I don't have any problem with that. It doesn't seem like, I mean, it's a nice boost. But, you know, you have to actually get out in the world and kill stuff to get the experience, so I don't mind using it. It doesn't seem as cheesy as just building in the settlement. Okay. Alright, we need to make a bed. Only clean beds for us. Okay, we need to eat something. Properly fed. Alright, what time of day is it? It is 16:03. Alright, let's wait a little bit before we go to sleep. Even though we're fatigued. I could make a run of stuff down to Red Rocket. We're gonna want to eventually move all this stuff there, or most of it there anyway. Oh, you know what we can do? We need to loot the, or can I even get into the... I need to get the duffel bag up there, but I don't know if I can even get into the cellar over here. Do you need advanced lockpicking to get in the cellar? No, you don't. Okay, good. It's just the safe that needs advanced lockpicking. Which normally I pick that up, but like I said, this run we're not going to have lockpicking or hacking, so... Novice locks are the only thing we can get.
Really strong.
All this stuff here. We get everything? Dog meat? What do you think? Mystic can. Alright, I think we're good. Get the duffel bag. Where is the duffel bag? Isn't it here? Oh, it got scrapped. It got scrapped when I did the scrap Zapper. So we already got the duffel bag stuff. Okay. I don't want to carry in this stuff. The old world food's all radioactive, so I don't want to eat any of that. Alright, why don't we go do a little bit of looting at Red Rocket, kind of get it set up, and then we'll sleep, and then we'll head off to start exploring the wilderness and pick up our power armor and that sort of thing. Our first set of power armor over by the satellite station. I don't want to go to sleep now though, because then it'll be, you know, dark when we wake up. I already grabbed these, must already grab that. Although I don't think we need it actually. Not part of our build. Alright, I don't think there's any locks to pick in here. I think we can just scrap zap this whole thing safely. The terminal's not even locked. What are you looking at, Dogmeat? There's all kinds of stuff here. Thank you. I think I'm just gonna do the scrap zapper. Get rid of all this stuff. So scrap zapper, to use it again, just go to inventory, aid, scrap zapper 2. And then you activate it. So you can just carry that thing from place to place and zap it. It makes starting the new settlements really fast. Really, really like it. Wants to stick it underground for some reason. Kind of weird. We'll put it over here. Put it right here. I don't know if we have the stuff to make a bed here. Let's see if we have the stuff to make a bed. We might not have cloth. We're gonna have to bring stuff from Sanctuary maybe. Oh wait, looks like we can make a bed. Alright, we're good. So this would be our main home, our main base. So I might as well make the tidy bot here too. Although I think I stored all the tidy bot stuff over there. I don't have the components to make the tidy bot with me. Alright, there's a few more things we can grab actually while we're over here. It's a safe right here. Grab this stuff. We don't need this thistle. I don't know why I'm grabbing it. We don't need it. It's because I'm a kleptomaniac. And then there's some stuff over here. I don't have the whole map memorized, but this area right around Sanctuary and Red Rocket I know pretty well. Because we've done this enough times. Potatoes we can plant. Over in Sanctuary. And let's drop some stuff off, then we'll go sleep in Sanctuary, and then we'll head off into the wilderness. Do the stuff up north like we usually do. Double-barreled shotgun, I'll take that. Only 2 shells for it, though. Oh. I might as well carry it, I guess. Buff out jet, mentats. Oh, we're actually going to want this over in Sanctuary. Because we're going to have all of our settlers in Sanctuary. I mean, we're not really going to be worried about pulling stuff off the settlers. Oh, you know what we need to do? We need to make some water pumps. Let's do that. We're not going to be really building up settlements too much or running a fancy economy or anything like that, so... But we are going to want the experience for setting up Sanctuary with Sturgis, so that's the only time we're really going to do planting and things like that. Alright, let's get some water going. Put one here. And we'll put some more up here. Okay, we're out of concrete. We're also going to want, you don't want any liquids stored in your workshop, because the liquids will count and the game will think you have plenty of liquids and it won't make any water. So we need a piece of furniture to store our liquids in. Maybe just that. So let's see if we got any liquids in here already. Nuka-Cola we don't want. Okay. There we go. So Nuka-Cola, beers, anything like that will harm your water production. So put all your liquids in a separate container so that you'll keep producing water. We'll make some water pumps over here too, because we'll hit Sanctuary once in a while. Mostly when we're doing stuff with Sturgis and whatnot, so we'll be able to grab some water. Plus we're going to be in Sanctuary here for a little bit while we're doing the north part of the map, the early game stuff. So we can get some extra water here if we make some water pumps in Sanctuary. Which is always worth it in survival mode. Survival mode, you go through so much water. Alright, we're getting a little bit of experience for building, but it's kind of a coincidence. It's not why we're doing this. Alright, how much water is this now? 15? I think we'll take it to 20. Alright, level up. Alright, so for level 3, we want Scrounger 1, very important for getting ammo. Alright, let's make sure we don't have any liquids stored here, so that this will actually make water for us. Yeah, we got all kinds of liquids in here, so let's take all these out and we'll put them in a... We should actually take those back to Red Rocket. Okay. Let's run over the Red Rocket real quick and dump that stuff off. Oh, you know what? We probably have some water bottles we can fill, actually. So let's do that. We'll do that when we get back to Sanctuary 2. Fill our water bottles. Oh, we have some shotgun shells here. You know, we have some shotgun shells at Sanctuary we should grab. For our double-barreled shotgun. Oh, we need to put those in Sanctuary. Okay. Okay. Alright. There's a little bit of situating getting this stuff transferred. Once we get transferred though, we'll be fine because we won't be using Sanctuary anymore. We'll build the teleporter with the railroad. We're gonna want to do the railroad quest because we're gonna want deliverer because we're a Vats gunfighter rifle build, so we're definitely gonna want the deliverer. So since we're gonna do stuff with the railroad, we might as well build the teleporter with them. But I think. All right, let's put the. So we're not going to use Sanctuary for much. Like I said, once we get it set up with Sturgis, we're probably going to hardly ever come here again. It'll be kind of dead to us. Unless we come out of nostalgia. All right, let's take our. Oh, we only have 5 shotgun shells total. Okay, well. All right, what time is it? Is it late enough we can sleep? 7:38. Anything else we can do? Not really. I guess we'll just hit the hay. Alright, we did it. We survived one night in the wilderness.
Still tending the garden, Mum, and as you can see, our geraniums are still the FPS sanctuary.
Alright, so there's a few things we can get in the northern part of the map. Northern part of the map's pretty empty, but there's a few items we can pick up. And we want to head over that way and get our power armor. But there's like a shack over here we can loot. There's just a few items we can grab. Early game stuff. One thing you want to watch out for is you don't want to go too far because there's some raiders over here straight up ahead. If you go all the way to that power thing right there, then you run into trouble, so we won't go that far. Yeah, like right at the base of that, there's a bunch of raiders that camp out there. Which will slaughter us right now. We don't have any armor, we barely got any skills. There's usually like 5 of them. So it's a pretty vicious early game. Hey Phoenix, how's it going, man? Happy New Year. How are you, sir? I was saying I'm going to do this run, and then I'm going to do a Borderlands 1 run, and then I'm going to do the Baldur's Gate 3 honor mode run, and then finally I'm going to try the 4-man XCOM 4-squad, no squad upgrade XCOM run. But I'm not doing it with your rules, Phoenix. You're way too good for me. I'm going to have every item available for my 4-person run. That is my plan.
Nice.
No deathless, nothing like that. The hub flower we definitely want. The hub flower used to make grape mentats. We definitely want the hub flower. Yeah, I finished it with I finished the BL1 challenge with Lilith, and I think she's the easiest one. Not that the challenge was easy. I thought it was freaking hard. But I want to try to beat it with the others. The one I want to try next is Mordecai, because I think Mordecai is the hardest to one life, BL1. So Mordecai is what I'm going to try next. That is the plan. I'm a little bit worried about forgetting my path and stuff because I didn't write any of it down. So this is another reason why I want to do it. To make sure I don't forget how to do the one life Borderlands 1. Alright, so there's stuff out here in the wilderness. I can never quite remember where it is. There's like some quantum cola you can find, but I always get confused out here. So we're not picking up everything that's possible just because I don't have memorized where everything is. So there is that. But at the end of the day, it's all pretty minor stuff. The main thing we want to do is get the power armor now. We need power armor to survive, and power armor because we only have 1 strength. So we can't carry hardly anything without power armor. So we are going to be wearing power armor the entire game. Yeah, like I said, there's all kinds of debris out here that I'm just walking past because I don't know where it is, but none of it really matters. Okay, here's, I think, where the raider is. Or no? I think we might be a little too soon for the raider. Yeah, I think the raider's maybe on the other side of that ridge. Risking it all, yeah. Gotta get out and do stuff, man. I don't like it. Like I said, I don't like just... You can actually sit in Sanctuary and get to like level 15 just crapping and building over and over, but that's way too boring for me. I think it's more exciting to get out into the world and earn your levels the hard way. So that is what we are doing. Alright, here's where the raider is. It'll be our first blood. Hey Spatch, how's it going? Good morning, sir. Happy New Year. Well, that sucked. That was bad shooting. Alright, so that dog is coming around, so dog meat, be ready. Alright, we did it. First blood. Oh, okay, cool. That sounds good, Phoenix. You've been making your own custom classes, right? How's that been going? How close are you getting to having everything mapped out the way you like? Oh, it's now complete. It's complete now. Okay, okay, cool. Well, that'd be cool. Excellent. Are you gonna put your are they gonna be new classes? Are they gonna go up on like the workshop or anything like that? The Phoenix special. That'd be fun. All right, cool. All right, we did it. Alright, so now we're head this way. So there's a scavenger out here we need to watch out for. And then the other thing we want to do is there's murlocs that live, or mirelurks rather, that live right here. And we don't want to run into them because mirelurks are too tough for us right now. So we're going to avoid that northern part of the lake. Alright, you hear that shooting? That's a scavenger over there. He's shooting at bottles and doing a very poor job of it. Functional empty stuff like no GTS perk. Okay, so you still need to do some finalizing. I always have a hard time seeing this scavenger. It looked like there's some, yeah, there's some dogs right there, wild mongrels. These are extremely dangerous early game. It looks like the mongrels might fight the scavenger. I think the scavenger's right there where that light is on the tree. And the dogs were heading that way. Maybe we'll get a little NPC violence going on here. Okay. You could do a thing. It probably makes sense to, you know, go into console mode and give yourself, you know, experience and whatnot to level them up fast, just to make sure everything works right. I imagine. Oh, there's the mongrels right down there. Let's go kill the... Let's kill the scavenger and we'll backtrack for the dogs. We could skip the dogs, but... I think it'd be good to get the experience. Debug to test it. Okay, right. Yeah, that's what I was thinking of. Oh, there he is.
Just happened. Not hiding this time.
Oh no, I don't want to run to the dogs. No! Okay, let's go ahead and use a stim pack. Where's dog meat? Oh shit.
Yeah.
We're so squishy right now. We are super squishy. I need dog meat to go get that guy. Dog meat. Go.
Over there.
The problem is dog meat's gonna wanna... Oh, it look like she is going, or he is going. Scavengers wrecking us. Dog meat, why are you so loose? The problem is dog meat's trying to hide with us. Oh shit. The problem is Dogmeat's trying to hide with us. So Dogmeat isn't going out there. There we go, finally Dogmeat. Alright, that was sloppy as hell, but we're not dead. Yeah, we were too far away, I think, to make the Vats work there, Killtel. I think our aim was too bad. What were you saying? At one point, I don't know what I did, but the project simply wouldn't open anymore. Oh no! At least you found a workaround. It's always frustrating when we put a ton of work into something and then it glitches out and you have to rebuild it. I think that's one of the most frustrating things possible in life, honestly, is having to rebuild something you already did. Super annoying. Bottles. Alright. I think I'm gonna go kill these, I'm gonna go kill these wild mongrels down here just for the experience. Alright, we got a crit for the next one. Oh, we need to get a point back. Alright, at least we got a crit stored. Because I think it works that way. Alright, we have a thing that highlights the corpses. Right? Okay. Aid. Here, what was that again? 0. Why does it keep not overriding it? Loot corpse's favorite. Huh. What did I do? Favorites menu. So for loot corpses, I have loot corpses set to highlight. This is the SKK Utilities mod, which we're using some of the things in it. We're not using the fast travel or anything like that, but or the cooking or any of these other things. But I do like the thing that highlights corpses. Yeah, so we have that on. I don't know why it's not working right. We can figure it out later. We can figure it out offline. For some reason the favorite's not working. Some of the building turn names are so random, it's hilarious. Alright, I can't wait for this Phoenix. It is gonna be fun. Phoenix, I don't know if anybody doesn't know, Phoenix does XCOM 2 runs, and he's super good at the game. He has up on YouTube, he has a playthrough where he did 4-man, no squad upgrade, deathless, no frost bomb, no TLP weapons, no anything that's helpful, and it's completely insane playthrough. It'll absolutely blow your mind. And vanilla, right? So no weird modded weapons or strange abilities. So if you want to learn how to play XCOM 2, you can watch that Phoenix run on YouTube. And you will be impressed. Reaper Soul Harvest, I don't know. Alright, so like I said, there's Mirelurks down there. We don't want to mess with Mirelurks right now. We are squishy as hell and wimpy. So we are going to avoid those Mirelurks. Pale Horse. Like the Clint Eastwood movie, Pale Rider. Alright, let's go around here. There's a fat man over here. There's another mini nuke up here, which sometimes is a little tricky to pick up. I don't know why. At least in my game, it glitches out half the time. Alright, we can do our fast trade with dog meat. Carry the fat man dog meat? No. Can you carry a mini nuke? What else can you carry, dog meat? Anything? Okay, good. So that's an SKK utility, that fast trade thing. Nice quality of life thing. Alright, this lets you put flames on your power armor, which gives you +1 agility if you have all the flames on your armor. So that's kind of cool. Alright, so there is a mod I'm using that gives me it gives me markers for quests. It gives me quest markers for the magazines and things. It's Bard's something, I think it's called. But it doesn't work right. I have to do a console command to get the thing to appear. So bear with me for a sec while I do the console command. Kind of annoying. I don't know why it does that. But for some reason I always have to do the console command. Bard's Ultimate Object Collector is what it's called. And I do it because I don't want to have to look on the wiki for every little magazine because I don't have all that stuff memorized. So I like having the quest markers. But for some reason I always have to do this console command to make it work. Where is it? Magazines. Okay, I've got somewhere on this front page it tells you the console command. Where the heck is it? Bard's Ultimate Object Collector. Here, let me go back to the game for a sec. It's only in the beginning we have some of these mod issues work out. Once we get this set up, we'll be done. I don't think we have a holotape for it yet. Once we get these things set up, we won't be fiddling with the mods anymore. Like I said, we're not using that many mods. If you do the exclamation Fallout 4 mods, you can see the mod list we're using. It's not very big. Oh, here it is. Okay. It's in the comments section. It's not in the main mod section. Alright, so then that puts this thing here, and then this is how we get the quest going. This transfer data thing. Like I said, I just use this because I don't want to have to look at the wiki all the time to find the magazines and bobbleheads because I don't have all that stuff memorized. So I like this mod that gives me quest markers for the various things. We need to do anything else? Eject tape. Enable proximity detector. Toggle quests. Alright, I don't want this. Don't want this. I don't want the ones that tell me where gear is. Because a lot of times they just leave you, they just lead you to vendors, which is kind of annoying, honestly. So let's disable all these unique weapons. I just want the magazines and the I guess Nuka World magazines is fine. I don't even think we're gonna go to Nuka World, but in case we do. So we just want the magazines and the bobbleheads. Alright, so the proximity detector, I want to make sure it is in the right deal. We want the shortest detection range possible. If you have so we want 1,000. If you have it, if you have the detection range really high, then the stupid mod is going off constantly and it gets really annoying. Alright, let's finish looting in here. Okay, so now we want to self-destruct the robot so we can get some more fusion cores.
Hey, over here.
I need dog meat to stay inside so he doesn't get killed. Stay.
Wait there.
Alright. Activate sentry bot. Alright, he's starting. Alright, so now we want him to self-destruct. Engage, self-destruct. Yes. So now we gotta listen for him self-destructing.
Patrol immediate area and neutralize any hostiles that pose a possible threat to the U.S. military and/or its citizens.
Right, here, let me try that again. The self-destruct never seems to work the first time. I don't know what the deal is. I don't know if I do it too quickly or what the problem is, but a lot of times it doesn't seem to activate. Maybe I have to wait till the startup finishes? I don't know.
All citizens are to remain calm. Unexpected behavior may cause unnecessary defensive action to be taken, resulting in injury or death. Self-destruction sequence complete in
Alright, let's run away. Alright, here, dog meat, let's go.
Hey, come on.
Alright, so then you get another fusion cores out of here. Some more fusion cores. Anything else you can carry, dog meat? No? Alright, we're just gonna have to drop some stuff off till we get our power armor. Looks like we need to eat some food. Hey Willem, how's it going? You have a sandwich? Out of my control, sir. But I give you permission. All the sandwiches you want. Alright, so we are 12 over. Don't need this. Dirty black suit. I don't think we want that. We're not going to be using any kind of raider armor. You're welcome. Alright, let's go get our power armor. Let's see how good we roll. Sometimes we roll terrible, and our power armor is like one piece of armor on it. So we'll see how well we roll. This first suit of power armor is random. So sometimes you really get hosed, and sometimes you really get lucky. We'll see how good we roll today. I'm hoping we get at least a helmet. It kind of blows if you don't get a helmet, because then you can't use your Pipboy for a flashlight in power armor. So if you don't get a helmet, you can't use a flashlight, which is annoying. It looks like we got a helmet. Pretty good set of power armor, actually. We've got no arms. We've got no arms, but we got 2 legs and a helmet. That's alright. That's decent. I'll take that. Not that there's anything we can do about it, but I am pleased. We've definitely had worse. We've had some sets that's like the torso and a leg, you know? I was only just shooting those guys to get them to move away from us, but they're gonna stand around. We'll just kill them. Alright, let's head back to base. A lot of hub flower over here. We want the hub flower for our great mentats. We're going to be using great mentats when we barter, because our charisma is only 3. So we're going to want a great mentat. Alright, so there's going to be a group of raiders over here. Usually 3 or 4, I can never quite remember. So you better be ready for combat this time, dog meat. Here, I'm gonna go ahead and use our stim pack since we're a little bit low on health. Let's go ahead and top off. See if we can get an ambush off this time. Vats is very good for spotting the enemy. Go get him, dog meat.
Off of me! Give up now. I'll make it quick.
Leave my armor alone. Get her, dog meat. I think we got them all. Don't need that pistol we just picked up. Although, okay, so we're not going to have any ability to craft well, no, that's not true. We're not going to be able to make mods because our intelligence is only 1. So we're going to be depending on finding weapon mods for this playthrough as well. Since our intelligence is 1, we're not going to have any gun nut or anything like that. So I do need to pay attention to the weapons we find so that we can pull the mods off them. Which is a lot different than I usually play. Although I don't think the ones we just picked up had anything special on them. Yeah, they're just regular pistols, looks like. I forgot we had that double-barreled shotgun. Let me go ahead and equip that. Okay.
Hey.
Alright, so there's going to be more stuff down along here. Probably some more wild dogs, maybe some bloatflies. We'll try to kill everything on this side of the river, this side of the lake, before we head back to Sanctuary. There's a 44. 44 is kind of a trap early game. You don't have enough ammo for it. Mole rats. Alright, we're lucky we didn't get a disease there. When you get bit by an animal, you can get a disease in playthrough, in survival, but we didn't get a disease there, so that's good. Like I said, I know this area around Sanctuary pretty well because I've tried this enough times. Once we leave the area, I'm not as good about finding all these little secrets. But I think around Sanctuary, we've done it enough times, I have a pretty good understanding where everything is. So we can get some of this early game stuff. Alright, there's definitely going to be something between us and Sanctuary. A red rocket. Maybe just those ragstads, ragdos. Looks like we're good. Oh no, we're not. Mongrels. I like this good, the bad, and ugly Vat activation noise. It's a lot less obnoxious than the regular one. When I found that mod, it was one of the things that made me willing to do a Vat build. Because it's not so obnoxious. Alright, we got our power armor. We are on our way. These we should take, the Tato we should take over to Sanctuary. Dirty water, we don't want to put any liquids in here because it'll interfere with our water production. Okay. We have any water in our thing? Doesn't look like it. We've made any water yet. Store all junk. Ammo has weight in survival mode, so you don't want to carry around ammo that you can't use. Do any bottles we can fill? Alright, excellent. Let's get in a save. Okay, so I use save, so we're not gonna, this is a permadeath run, so we're not gonna reload if we die. But because we're using mods, and because Bugthesda, and because I'm streaming, I have a save everywhere that I'm using from the SKK Utilities, so we don't have to go to a bed to save. I'm not gonna do that. I don't believe in that for these runs. So I do have a save that I'm using. I think that the I think that the only being able to save in beds is one of the dumber parts of the regular survival. I mean, it's not very realistic for people to have lives and things to do. So I don't play that way. But like I said, we're not going to be reloading if we die because we're permadeath. Alright, let's actually repair this armor before I forget to do that. We can repair it, and then I'm going to go ahead and paint it a little bit so it doesn't look quite so crappy and rusted. Let's see. Oh, it's actually in pretty good shape. It doesn't really need to be repaired. Alright, let's just paint it then. Material mod? Yeah, hot ramps. So you don't get the bonus from the paint unless you have a full set of armor and every piece painted, but at least it'll look better. Won't be walking around in rusted steel. So the other problem, so again, we don't have, since we have 1 intelligence, we're not gonna have any of the craft things. So it's actually gonna be a bummer that we can't make power armor mods because we're a power armor playthrough, and we're not gonna be able to mod it very well at all. You can find power armor mods occasionally, like with the Brotherhood of Steel, sometimes they'll sell some, or the Atom Cats, but it's really unreliable. It's going to be... There's one thing I'm a little bit worried about in this playthrough. It's going to be really hard to upgrade our armor to better have any kind of mods at all, since we're an idiot. So that will be a challenge. Alright, what time of day is it? Alright. The guns, you know, you find more guns, and so I think it's going to be a little bit of a challenge, but not as challenging to find weapon mods, because we'll be picking up a ton of weapons which will have random mods, and the vendors will stock a lot of weapons that'll have random mods. So I think not being able to craft our own weapon mods will be manageable, but not being able to make our own power armor mods is going to be a lot harder to deal with. I think we're just not going to have upgraded power armor, is what it's going to amount to. Unless we get really lucky. But we'll see how that goes as the playthrough progresses. Level up. Alright, let's see. Level 4, we want sneak 1. Dogby sent that corpse flying. Oh, I forgot to empty Dogmeat's inventory. We'll have to do that when we get back. Need to remember to do that. Why is it so foggy? It's a foggy day.
That's close enough, stranger. We're a peaceful farm. We don't want any trouble.
It's okay. I'm friendly. Not looking.
If you say so, but be warned. Let me tell you,
Farming's hard work.
won't argue with that. Blake Avenel.
Oh shit, what's going on? Whoa, 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 what is happening?
Say that.
Good to see you.
How do I...
Ever think
How
about
do I get out of
working
combat? How do I get out of this conversation? What is happening? Stop, stop, stop. What the hell? I guess a dog wandered over and attacked while we were talking. It's like Dogmeat killed it and she did with a bat? That was disturbing. Alright. Alright, we live. Thank you, Connie, for saving us.
Hey,
That would have been a crappy way to die in the middle of a conversation.
Easy. Out in the field all...
farming's hard work.
Alright, we need to pick up the locket quest from this guy.
I'm,
Good to see a new face. How about you?
I'll probably give it a try someday.
Well, maybe... Word of advice, though. Why do all the...
Sounds like bad.
You really are new to these parts. Last time... Now, she... That's why...
That's
There's
terrible.
nothing worse than losing.
I'm sorry to hear you. I don't have much to walk. If you could get it back.
Don't worry. I'll get that locket back for you.
Good.
Alright, it'll be a little while before we do that, but... let's go ahead and take all the caters. We can use these to get the, get Sanctuary's crops going later when we, rescue the guys from the Museum of Freedom. And we're doing the quest for, Sturgis. We're not really going to be using crops, like I say, but we at least want the experience for doing that Sanctuary setup. So, this will let us do that. Alright, there we go. Oh shit. I think we don't usually run into blowflies here. We need to get a longer range weapon. All this meat is experience, so we definitely want to get the meat. We want hub flour to make our great mentats. We need to pick up as much of that as we see. We're going to be more dependent upon finding whiskey, but still good to pick up the hub flour. Alright, there's going to be more blowflies over here usually. Around the side. Unless that was the... No, there they are. Dog meat, I was trying to loot that. Be kicking it down to the river. Okay. Alright, so this is what the bards, that loot mod I activated earlier, it puts quest markers on magazines and stuff.
Bingo.
This is Wasteland Survival Guide. Permanently take 5% less damage from melee attacks. Sure. Brain fungus. I think we need brain fungus too to make mentats, I think. We don't need that. Grass, I don't think. Get rid of that. Alright, what time is it? It is 5:47. How much is our inventory doing? We still got lots of inventory. Let's go ahead and do wicked shipping while we're here. You can turn this guy on. He's never any help, but you get a little experience for cracking the terminal.
Yes.
Choose personality mode. I always do law enforcement. I think it's the most aggressive for confronting the bad guys. I'm not sure how much difference it actually makes, but I always default to law enforcement. Where are we? I need is your dog meat. Where is dog meat? We lose dog meat somewhere along the way? I lost dog meat. Oh, there you are, boy. These blocks are actually the most efficient way to carry wood. It's a very light for a wood. Use wood for stocks and stuff like that. Not a whole lot of things, but some crafts require wood. Looks like we need to eat something. I try to remember to save every time I eat. In case I have a crash or whatever. We don't have to redo too much content. Oh, this is like the thickest accent in the entire game. Is these wicked shipping holotapes.
Blake, I want you to listen to me as a brother here. This whole deal with Eddie is wicked shiesty. I mean, what kind of business partner threatens to kill you if the deal doesn't go his way? We are in way over our heads, man. I can't see a way out of this. No way except shutting down and getting out of Dodge. Give me a chance to talk this out with you face to face. I just want both of us to get out of this.
Oh, there's some what do you call it? Some mods we can take off of that pistol. Our first upgrades.
Got it.
Alright, so one of the mods I use... Oh shit, that thing's gonna blow up. Sometimes that truck in there catches fire. I don't know what sets it off, but... You need to not die to a truck explosion, so we're gonna back off here and let it do its thing. I don't know if there's a booby trap or it's just a stray bullet from shooting the ghoul, but sometimes it blows up and sometimes it doesn't. I haven't been able to figure out why. It's probably just from the gunshots.
Heads up.
Oh, so one of the mods I use, unfortunately, makes the radio crappy because if you play the songs from the regular radio, like the old 50 songs that they're programmed in, then you get copyright strikes on your content.
Hell yeah.
Alright, another Grognok Barbarian. Critical hits with unarmed and melee attacks permanently do plus 5% damage, but we're not gonna be doing any melee with our 1 strength, so that doesn't really matter to us. Anyway, so I have a mod that replaces all the copyright songs with songs that you can use for free, royalty-free songs. So the net result is I just turn the radios off because it's not worth listening to. Which is a little disappointing because the radios are one of the best part about these games, but I don't want to deal with copyright complaints. This is armor, yeah. Maybe another ghoul in here. I'll just take everything I can take until we run out of carrying weight. I think there might be one more ghoul, or that might be the last one, I'm not sure. Is there one over here? Maybe? I think you need to get over here from the outside, yeah. I don't know why I'm taking all this stuff when I'm gonna do settlement building or whatever, but I'm a klepto. I feel the need to loot. I'm a looter shooter. Hard for me to leave stuff behind that might possibly be useful. Pistol. No mods on it though. Dog meat, you knocked me off the thing. Alright, there's a duffel bag over here we want to grab. Alright, let's get out of here. Oh, I think there's... yeah, you can open this door over here, actually. Is that another guy? No, he's dead. Okay. Alright, now we can get out of here. I guess we could kill this guy for the experience, so I'm not going to bother. Alright, I can't remember if you run into... oh, there's bloat flies there. I think that shack over there is always empty. There doesn't seem to be anybody in there now. Alright, I really wish that the mod thing that highlighted the corpses was working. It's so hard to see the bodies. Without that mod. I'll figure it out offline, see if I can get it working. So we don't miss our loot. Should be some whiskey in here. Yeah, whiskey. That'll help us make the great mentats. So as far as buying legendaries goes, I was thinking about buying the Overseer's Guardian, and then turn it into a semi-auto, because we're not going to have commando. And then we can use Overseer's Guardians as our outside of Vats sniper rifle. The problem with it is it takes a really long time to get a suppressor for it, but I mean, it does a ton of damage. So we will do that eventually, but I'm not in a huge hurry. We're not going to bother with spray and pray, because we're not going to have commando. Like I said, we'll get Deliverer and we'll get Overseer's Guardian. We're going to pick up a sniper rifle here in a little bit. That we'll be using for a long time. Here, how is our inventory doing? Getting kind of full. So I do think we will buy Overseer's Guardian, but not for a bit. It's not going to be very useful to us until we find a combat rifle that isn't automatic so that we can convert it.
Sweet.
some more.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
So what's your story? Looking to trade? Rob me? Or just ask directions to Diamond City?
Just looking for love, sweetheart.
Girl, have you come to the wrong place? My loving days have long since passed. But I'll tell you what, beautiful. You made an old girl smile, and that ain't easy. You want to do some trading? I'll give you a discount.
I'll take a look. Sure.
Here's what I got.
We had a deal, Trudy. Hand over the goods. You owe us.
I ain't giving you poison shilling chem pushers anything. Do you know what that junk has done to my boy?
I can't wait to see the crows feeding on that scumbag.
Uh-huh. Let's see what you got.
A little bit of everything.
we go. Hey, move here. Heads up. Hold position. Yes. Look alive. Moving out.
So this guy made sure he had everything he needed before he started his camping trip in that little shack up top. Double check the roof. Excellent.
What the? You're gonna fucking pay for that!
Oh no, shoot. How do I... Thanks, Spatula. I didn't even realize it was muted. I need to make that more noticeable for me. I was probably muted for a long time, huh? I have a little bit of a cough still after I had my cold. How do I... Let me make this bigger. Yeah, that's alright, Spatula. Not your fault. I put that on there so I would notice it, but then I didn't notice it. Here, that's a little bigger anyway. Hopefully I'll notice it next time. It seems a little glitchy too. I have a hotkey that that mutes it and doesn't mute it, but the hotkey seems inconsistent. Maybe I need to, I wonder if it's being used for multiple things at the same time. All my dulcet tones and excellent commentary lost forever. Sad. Here, maybe what I need to do is, here, let me change this a little bit. Mic muted. Pretty. Mic muted. Tell me to turn it back on. Maybe what we say is please. Please tell me to turn it back on. That's a little more polite, right? All right, now it's too big. All right, here we go. Because whenever I mute it, it should just be for a little while. All right. Because usually I just have to cough or something is the reason why I'm going to mute it. So it should just be on for a little while. So if you notice it's on for more than just a few seconds, remind me to put it back on again. Anyway, sorry about that, everybody. Thanks, Spatula. You're a lifesaver, man. Alright, we need to eat some food. Drops.
Nice.
Oh, we don't want the lab tech coat. Let's get rid of that. Or the mining helmet for that matter. We don't need any armor. They're all about the power armor. Okay. Some beds we can use. Probably sleep here before we head back. Here's the magazine that gives you double meat. The main reason for coming over here. I went down hard.
Bingo.
Alright, Wasteland Survival Guide. Permanently collect extra meat from animal kills. So that gives you double meat. Which is very good because meat is experience. So some people consider that broken, but I am happy to use it. High capacity pipe rifle. I wonder if that's a better magazine on it. Well, it sounds like it. Yeah, let's take a look at it. High capacity. Large magazine. What do we have now? Or we're bolt action, so it's not gonna help us. Alright, never mind, it's not gonna help us. Let's just store it. It's too heavy to carry around. Oh, we have 2 hunting rifles too. Let's just get rid of one of them. I don't know if we're gonna use, I don't know if we'll use hunting rifles at all, honestly. Yeah, we're a little bit low on health. Let's go ahead and eat something. Get our health back up. I think there's some rad roaches in here. Yeah, see, we got double meat there. We had 2 times meat. Magazine is already helping us. I've just about got this area cleared out. Lots of fancy hairbrushes. Kind of weird. Hey, dude. This is Professor Goodfeels. He's like the hippy dippy Codsworth that lives here. You can reprogram him, but there's not a lot of point to it. Alright. Here, let's see if there's anything worthwhile in here. Anything that's worth taking? Doesn't look like it. Alright. Alright, what time of day is it? It is... Oh, we have a level up. Forgot about that. Alright, level 6, we want... Gunslinger 1. So non-automatic pistols do 20% more damage. We'll start getting riflemen later, but in the beginning we'll focus on gunslinger because our 10mm is our workhorse weapon. So 5:45. Let's just head back to Red Rocket. Let's head back to Red Rocket and we'll go ahead and clear out the Museum of Freedom after we get back. But I still want to avoid the Mirelurks. I think the Mirelurks are like right over there. There's some eggs. So I'm gonna head a little bit south and then up past Walden Pond that way. I don't want to deal with Mirelurks yet. We're still pretty wimpy. Level 6 with not very good weapons. Our glory days are still ahead of us. I think we're off to a good start though. Couple tense moments with that early scavenger, but we lived. That was our hardest fight so far, the scavenger. We had no gear and no power armor. Otherwise, everything's going pretty smooth. Well, I think there's some bad guys that live here, actually. We missed this shack on the way to Walden Pond, but I'm pretty sure there's a couple guys that live here. There's like usually one sleeping in the lower area, and I thought there was usually another one up top. But I don't see anybody right now. Yeah, usually there's somebody sleeping right there. Wonder if they're... Could be them, but they're dead. Killed by some other NPC. We need to head back up this way. Dog meat attacking the ragdoll. Aggressive dog meat. Be good to clear out Concord now. We can get some more fusion cores. We're getting a little bit low on fusion cores. We can pick up at least another couple in Concord. think this game's a little prettier now that I've upgraded my PC. I've got the settings jacked a little bit higher than they were before. It looks a little bit better. At least to my eyes anyway. Yeah. And the frames are really good, man. I don't know, our frames are kind of struggling before. Now I've got 144, like I say, 144 FPS everywhere except downtown Boston. It's pretty amazing. Let's see if I can make some drugs here in a little bit. Let me drop my stuff off first, though. What was I saying? It'd be good to have... I don't know that we can... Or Psychojet would be good to craft for, would be good to craft for, Vats. Let's see if we can make some Psychojet. Purified water, very nice. Cancel. How much water are we carrying around now? 75. Wow, we have tons of water. I guess we can put some away. We don't want to store it in here though, because then the we'll stop making water, so sunflower, actually let's hold on to this for now. Get rid of our liquids. Purified water, so let's carry 40, so let's get rid of 35. If we end up in combat, you burn through the water really fast. Every time you take stim packs or whatever, you have to drink a bunch of water. And you start taking Psycho and stuff like that, and your thirst just skyrockets. So it's always good to carry a really healthy amount of water. Alright, let's take a look over here. I need to take off my power armor. Alright, here, let's grab some whiskey. Alright, drugs. So we can make some buff jet, buff tats, great mentats we definitely want. When we're doing really heavy trading, like buying tons of ammo or equipment, we'll do that. Let's take a couple buff jets just as backup. So buff jet would be really good outside of Vats, especially. If we run out of action points or we're in trouble. Psycho jet will be better, I think, in Vats. Let's make some Psycho jet. Mentats we can make. Psycho we can make. Psycho buff. 25% damage, plus 3 strength, plus 2 endurance, max health. I think I'd rather have Psycho Jet. Alright, cool. So our level up. Level 7, we want Gunslinger 2. Plus 40% damage and increased range for non-automatic pistols. Very helpful. Alright. I think we're good. Alright, let's hit the hay. Then we'll go clear out Concord. I'm gonna take a quick break and we'll come back and clear out Concord. I'll be right back. Alright, a little bit dangerous just hanging out here. Alright, let's make a machine gun before we... a defensive turret before we do anything else. That way if anybody chases us back here or we get random encounters, then the gun will help us. We're not going to do a lot of base building, but it's good to have some basic defenses. See if we can... should be able to make some guns, I think. Yeah, we can make a basic turret. Like we can make a couple. Maybe one on the back here. I don't know where the bad guys spawn on this area. We'll put one back here just in case. Maybe a few more. Alright, there we go. Alright, this is more than I was planning to make, but alright, our base is secured. Because we're going to start getting random encounters and stuff. Alright. Alright, so there's always some blood bugs over here. Which will absolutely wreck you early game. One of the reasons to avoid Concord earlier is to avoid the stupid blood bugs. But we have got them. Pretty easy once you get a rifle to kill them with. Especially with the silencer like ours has. Oh, we need our armor. What am I doing? Let me go back and get our armor. Oh, scrap Zapper. Let me pick this up. Oh, I'm gonna go and drop off the stuff we just got. The loot we just got. Bum, bum. Do we need any repairs here? Let me double check. 48 out of 50. I usually try to repair stuff when it's below half. Yeah, we're way above half. So we'll finally get a full set of power armor here in Concord, which will be nice. Trade out this partial set for a full set. Trash can Carla. Trade with her. Another time. It's gonna get Shooty McShooty over here. Trash can. I don't know if you want to hang out right now. Hobby pins. Okay. like she would just walk right through town like this when the raiders are still here. Wonder if it's, I mean, she'd probably help us in the fight, right? I don't want her to get killed, though. I assume Carla can die. I'm not 100% on that. Easy peasy. There's a safe over here we're not gonna be able to pick. So on expert level. Now where did Carla go? Did she go right instead of left? Kind of curious what her route is. Oh, there she is. Okay, so she bypasses the main area. That makes sense. She doesn't go down the main street. So are all the bad guys dead now? I killed them all. So Preston, okay, I was wondering if he would talk or not.
The raiders are almost through the door. Grab that laser musket and help us, please.
Look alive.
Oh, you know, I forgot to, I keep forgetting to empty out Dogmeat's inventory. Somebody could remind me to do that next time we're back at base. That would be helpful. Not that he carries a lot, but it's helpful when you're looting to have a little bit of extra space and dog meat.
Only a fucking coward hides.
Is that right? I don't see you.
Fucking hide from me? You're dead. Let's do this, metal girl. Ah!
Do this, metal girl. Alright, let me eat a little something. I don't know if we can pick this. I think it's advanced. Yeah, we gotta go around. We've only got novice lock picking. Normally, in most of my characters, I'll have expert lock picking by now, but it's idiot Savant, we don't have it. Jackanapes.
Commandos, we ride to Lexington to warn Hancock and Adams. Awake, men of Middlesex.
Oops.
The King's regulars are coming out.
I mean to shoot there. Jumpy. Pick the lock and hack the terminal just for the extra experience.
Got it.
Very welcome, Power Core. Where is dog meat? Did I lose dog meat somewhere? I like to use dog meat for this next little bit. Dog meat, where are you? Alright, see you, man. Alright, I hope she's doing better, man. Have a great day. I will see you another time. I don't know what happened to my dog. My dog is gone. Spatula, if you see dog meat out there when you're driving around, let me know. I would appreciate it.
I'm telling you, man, let's just get the hell out of here. We got no reason to hang around and get shot.
Stop being such a fucking pansy.
I usually like to send dog meat in there to aggro those guys. But dog meat is not available. Maybe we can throw a bomb in there. Molotov.
Somebody's out there shooting the place up. I ain't sitting around waiting to die.
I swear to God.
These guys love to throw Molotovs at you. There's a couple of them in here. Got at least one of them. We got the experience for it. Did we get them both? I think we got them both. That was an MLB throw. I do not want a pull queue. Dogmeat must be stuck somewhere. He'll show up sooner or later. He, she. I thought we decided to do she this time. She'll show up sooner or later.
Come on, man. They ain't going nowhere. We got other shit to deal with. You hear that? I gotta go. Come on.
Alright, I'm gonna go loot before we talk to Preston and Sturgis and those guys. Did I just hear the dog? Did I hear dog meat? I thought I heard dog meat. Are you back? Let's see you.
Inside.
Man, we can actually use cement in at the Red Rocket so we can make some more water pumps. That is a helpful find. A lot of this is from Scrounger, giving us extra ammo in these containers. Scrounger 1. Alright, let's head up. Talk to Preston and Sturgis and Cranky Marcy Long. Gotta go up this way, right? Try don't miss anything. I'm a loot fiend.
Excellent.
Robco Fund includes Atomic Command holotape game.
Man, I don't know who you are, but your timing's impeccable.
I am
Garvey,
idiot Savant.
Glad to help.
That ain't it.
Well, if that's true, we could use some more goodwill. As you can see, we're in a bit of a mess here.
Please, go on.
A month ago.
Sorry.
Nope.
Thanks.
I'm gonna skip through this stuff.
One good idea can make all the difference.
Sturgis?
I had a whole fancy plan about fixing up a suit of power armor. And here you are, walking in like some kind of metal miracle. There's a crashed vertibird up on the roof. Old school. Pre-war. You might have seen it. Well, it's got a minigun, and it seems to be intact. Wearing that armor, you could rip it right off. Then those raiders get an express ticket to hell. You dig?
I dig.
Can't be too hard. I'll see what I can do.
Well, all right. Maybe our luck's finally...
Cocky as hell. Can't be too hard. What a killing machine I've become in a very short time. Unlock this for a little bit of experience.
Sweet.
Alright, now we can get our perception 10 over here, which will help our accuracy and Vats even more. So now we have a 10 perception, because we started off with 9 in our build.
There's something.
So that helps your Vat accuracy, among other things.
Somebody do something!
Since we are a Vat to build. Alright. Wonder if Dogmeat will show up when we go outside here. No, Dogmeat's probably back at Red Rocket. Alright, so this suit is actually in worse shape than the suit we have now. It's a little more beat up. I think everything's at like half health. So I'm just gonna take the pieces off of it and put it on our armor. Because our armor is mostly repaired. Yeah, 4 out of 50 and 25 out of 50. Yeah, the whole set's a lot more beat up than our set is. But now we have a complete set, so that's good. I'll have to get it painted up when we get back home. Oh, there's no fusion core to take here, right? Yeah. Okay. We might come back and pick that up later, or we might just leave it. I'm not sure. I don't do a lot of collecting for these permadeath runs. So we probably not come back and pick that armor up. Okay, let's go ahead and put that on the hot key for now. We're not going to be using it very long though, just to kill the death claw when it pops out. We need to build a Dogmeat doghouse when we get back to Red Rocket. Remember to do that.
I think I got something over here. Found you. Opening fire.
I've missed Gristle every single time.
Why don't you get down here? Let you and my boys have a little talk.
Come on, I've got places to be.
Good shoot.
Got him that time. No fall damage in power armor. Very nice.
Something's out there.
We'll do all our looting later. I'm not gonna worry about it right now. Level up. Alright, level 8. We want concentrated fire. That'll help us in Vats. Which is perception 10, I think. Concentrated fire. Yeah. So stay focused. In Vats, every attack on the same body part gains plus 10 accuracy. That'll help us, especially when we get Deliverer. And we have a ton of AP points to use, or a ton of attacks to use. We can really... You can get your chance to hit way up. Could get the Deathclaw any second now. Oh, there's dog meat. Did I tell him to stay by mistake? I bet I told him to stay when I was looting earlier. Told her to stay. Yeah, that's what happened. I should have come back and checked. I forgot that could be a thing. Alright. Got the Deathclaw. No, usually get raiders over there on the left like that, or the right like that. Alright, this stupid Deathclaw's hiding on us, which blows. I hate it whenever it does that. It's usually over there, I feel like. Dog meat, you're gonna have to go flush it out for us.
Head over there.
Go, dog meat, go.
Go there.
You see a Deathclaw, dog meat? There it is. I'm gonna try taking some Psycho Jet and see what that does. Let's go ahead and give it a try. Wasn't expecting my chance to hit to be so low. So even with Psycho Jet, the damage is still too low. Alright, we got it. Who is shooting at me now? Where did all these frickin' raiders come from over here? I feel like it's a random encounter, these guys. I don't think these guys are... Maybe they are part of the Concord thing. It's kind of weird getting attacked from the back like that. Alright, cool. We did it. We survived. We've had sloppier Deathclaw kills than that, so I will take that as good. Heavy. Do we have a heavy modifier on our pistol already? We do have heavy already. That's not helpful. Alright, we need to get the key from Gristle. Unless I already picked it up. I must have picked it up already. The key to the Corvega loot room. Yeah, Corvega storage key. Alright, we got it. Alright, let's talk to these guys and get them walking toward Sanctuary. We've got more stuff to do here, though. How's our loot doing? 192 out of 210. Not that great. Gonna run out of inventory space.
Take it easy, Mama. You okay?
I'm fine, Preston. Quit fussing.
That was a pretty amazing display. I'm just glad you're on our side.
The feeling's mutual, Preston.
You can never have too many. Listen.
You're welcome. Anytime.
Well, since you say that.
All right, Garvey. I'm in.
Oh,
Please, tell me.
you're a...
I knew it.
Let's get through this stuff.
I need the
Oh, Murphy's got the site.
Mama Murphy.
She can't say anything. Give me some drugs.
Murphy, we talked about this. That junk. It's gonna kill you.
Oh, shush, Preston. We're all gonna die eventually. We're gonna need the site. And our new friend here, well, she's gonna need it too. Now let's get going. Sanctuary awaits.
All right, folks. Thanks to our friend here, it's safe to move out. We're heading for that place Mama Murphy knows about. Sanctuary. It's not far.
She knows about it? You mean she had one of her visions while she was stoned out of her gourd? And now you want us to just head out on another wild goose chase based on no better plan than Mama Murphy saw it?
It can hardly turn out any worse than...
Everybody just take it easy. We're all in this together, right? So Marcy, you got a better idea of what we should do next? Anybody? Well then, Sanctuary it is. Let's just hope it lives up to its name.
Come on, June, it's time to go.
Oh, okay.
Or June. We'll do a little bit more looting here. We might have to go drop our loot off and come back, but we'll see. We need to hit the sewers. There's another fusion core we can get in the sewer. A few more things we can pick up around town. Want to grab before we leave. Don't remember if there's any good loot up here. I think there's a lock we can't pick. Expert level lock. Yeah. Yeah, expert. Pipe bulb action rifle. Thought I saw a grenade indicator for a second. Is there a trap or something? What's happening there? I think that gun might be rigged. Yeah, nothing up here. Dog meat fell somehow. Dog meat fell off the roof. I got you, buddy. All right. We looted all these guys. Grab what we can from the hardware store. What'd you find, dog meat? I think she's stuck. There's a guy we shot up here, but I don't think we can reach the body. I don't think there's any way to get over to that part of the roof. So I don't know how to do it. Alright, we can pick up some Day Tripper in here. Day Tripper will help us with our buying. It'll also buff our strength. Much. Why am I suddenly up to 198? Oh, did dog meat give me something? Dogmeat might hand me something. I could actually dump off this minigun. We're not going to use it anymore. I might give it to somebody in Sanctuary though, just for the hell of it. None of that really matters though. Because we're not going to be messing with the settlement very much. But I think I'll hold on to it just the same. We can put the laser musket in here. Now, laser musket we could set up as a good sniper rifle too, actually. Drop off the minigun for now. I don't like the laser musket generally, but you can get it set up as a good sniper rifle. Where you can like 6-crank it and just really wreck things. So maybe we'll try doing that this this playthrough. The problem you can run into though is efficiency. We don't have a lot of carrying capacity in survival mode. So it limits the number of weapons you can carry, so it gets to be a bit luxurious to carry more than one sniper rifle, for example. We already have the bolt action pipe rifle that we're going to be using for a while yet. I don't think we're going to want to carry around the laser musket anytime soon. Advanced, we can't pick that. Can't pick this lock either. There's a weapons chest in there we can get, but we can't get at it because we don't have a lock picking skill. Choices that we made. Alright, here's where the day tripper is. This gives you, I think, +3 to your charisma? I'm not sure. That'll help us when we're bartering for stuff. Very too much. Too many bottles. Bag of cement. We actually want the cement. We don't need Deathclaw hand. We're not going to do any melee things. Just get rid of it. Alright, I think we got everything. Am I going the right way? I'm going the right way. Something down there the game's pointing to. That's that Bard's Collection mod that's making that point. I don't remember what's down there. I'm gonna go Red Rock and drop stuff off before we go into the sewer. Because our inventory is almost full. We can repair our armor too for whatever that's worth. Not a lot down there, some Mirelurks, some mole rats, but still. Better armor is better armor. Make dog meat a doghouse while I'm thinking of it. Is it a decoration? What is the doghouse? I can't remember. that's the other thing we can do. We can make barber stand when we get Sanctuary going. I don't know where his doghouse is. Look at that later. Alright, dog meat, no house for you for now. Alright, here's a muscle we don't want to carry for now. I think we'll put on the militia hat. +1 charisma. Go ahead and do that. It'll help us when we're trading. You don't get the benefit of the items you're wearing under the armor when you have the armor on, unfortunately. So we have to get in and out of our armor to buff our charisma. But if we're making big purchases, it'll be worth it. Any water we can grab? Plug it. Tons of 38. Alright, we need to remember to get dog meat stuff. I don't have ammo in this container. Must have been a mistake. Rid of that stuff. Must have thought I was in this inventory when I was in a different one. Okay, what time of day is it? And alright, let's go back. We finished looting we can get another fusion core in the civic access, which will be helpful since we're down to 2 cores. Oh, I forgot I was going to repair our armor. Let's do that real quick. So our arm, it looks like our arm's about to break. Your arm breaks and you gotta, I think, or are they 0 weight? Broken stuff? Broken stuff might be 0 weight, I don't know. Anyway, we're better off not letting our armor break. Let's go ahead and repair it. We can also get our, the paint going. So that we can get the agility boost. Only +1 agility, but it'll give us a few more action points in combat. So it's definitely worth doing. Material mod, hot rod. Yeah, so then that'll give us a +1. +1 to our agility, which is a few more action points when we're in our armor. Plus it just looks better. Always important to roam the Commonwealth in style. I think there's another building we can loot too. I don't remember what it's called. Did the speakeasy. There's another one that's like a multi-floor thing. Around here somewhere. But let's do the civic access first. Civic access first. There's a live Mirelurk in here too, down below. I think I need that pipe rifle I just picked up. Let me drop that off. It's just gonna weigh us down. Guns are not very good loot. They're not worth very much and they weigh a lot. They're very inefficient as far as treasure goes.
Yes.
Pretty good prize out of there, Nuka-Cola Quantum. Better than a plastic fork or... I never end up using the Nuka-Colas. The problem with the Nuka-Colas is the weight in survival mode. They're pretty heavy. I think they weigh 0.5 of a pound each cola. I don't usually want to carry them around, and because I'm not carrying them around, I don't use them in combat. Although they'd be very helpful for a vat build, right? Because they give you an AP bonus. I still don't think we're going to use them just because of the weight issue. But we'll collect them. Alright, there's going to be some mole rats. We've got Gunslinger 2 now, which is really helping us with the pistol damage. It gives us plus 40% pistol damage. Let's just pwn these bozos. There's going to be a Mirelurk up here. See him over there. Alright, we got him. Got Idiot Savant bonus for it too. Alright, that should be it. There should be some rad roaches. I think that's the end of the enemies down here. Not a lot. This is just an exit. Alright, the fusion core we want is down here. Drugs. A tripper. Alright, here's the fusion core. Another quantum. Good rolls on our lunch boxes. Alright, what is this over here? Oh, there's a magazine down here. We don't really care about that. Tattoos. We're not gonna be doing any tattoos. Pipe action pistol. Pipe bolt action pistol heavy. I don't think we want that. We'll ignore it. Pick up this food. Sometimes I remember to sell it. All this pre-war food. We don't like to eat it because it's radioactive, but I can sell it. One of these days I'll remember when Carlos stopped by. Alright. Right. Another area we can get to. Can't remember how to do it. It's a little bit of a maze in here. There's just an exit. I think there's one more room area down below here. Get to from the water, I think. Yeah, right through here. Lockpicking experience. You're welcome.
That's it.
Alright, I think we've got it cleared out. We either got everything or we got almost everything, so good enough. The main thing was to grab that fusion core. It's like I said, there's one more building in here. It's like a multi-story building. I don't remember what it's called or where it's located. So that's the speakeasy, right? Which I already went to. Let me just make sure. Speakeasy. I think it's over here on the right, the other building. Or maybe it's... I'm not sure. We'll find it. All these drugs that we're never going to use, like Med-X, we can sell for good money. I don't think there's anything else up here that we can grab. Let me just take a look. There's a stair we can't go up. There we go. Here's the other building I was thinking of. I think there might be one more too that's added by DLC. Like a laundry or something. A safe over here somewhere we can pick. I think we have to fall down on that from above, but I'm not sure. Advance, alright, we can't pick that. Beyond our meager skill. Yeah, we can fall down on this over here. Baseball grenade, kicker sack. Mentats and a melon. Why would there be a melon there? Alright, that's the lockpicking level. Commonwealth. I don't think there's anything on the roof. We can double check, I guess. I don't see anything up here. Okay. I think that's it. Excuse me. I think there's one more area, like a laundry or something, added by a DLC, but not sure where that is. I think we've got all the main loot we want. Alright, so next we'll go, I don't really have time for it right now, but we need to clear out the Olivia tracking station, the satellite thing over there. That'll be the next thing we do on Monday, I guess. For now, I'm just gonna drop my loot off and probably call it a day. Off to a good start, though. I think we are doing great so far. You can go and store your meat because the cooking station automatically pulls meat from your inventory or from your workshop. No need to carry your meat around. Alright, do we have any water waiting for us? We do. Very nice. Yeah. Store all that. Just make sure I didn't put any liquid in here. Did not. Vodka, Nuka-Cola, Quantum. Fire. So right now we've got a +4 when we're out of our armor, +4 to our charisma, a +4 from the hat, +1 from the glasses, and +2 from our smooth sweater vest. So that'll help us a lot when we're bartering. So it said that was workshop bottles. Let's take these. How much water are we carrying? 47. Let's just take it all for now. Want to leave? Oops. All that. But let's not carry all of that. Let's carry, like I said, about 40 water. Seems good. We end up in a big shootout and we're popping drugs and using stim packs, then we're going to go through that water really fast, faster than you'd believe. So I like to carry 40 at least. Especially without fast travel. Good to carry extra. So buff jet, like I said, buff jet's kind of a last resort for us. I don't think we're gonna want psycho jet more. Let me make one more buff jet just in case. The nice thing about buff jet is you don't need AP points to make it work. So we're not going to be able to get Chemist 1 because we're an idiot Savant, so we're never going to be able to make that stuff. We can look for buying it. Alright. Something. Alright, let's go ahead and sleep for the day. Alright, cool. Alright, well, I think that's going to be it for me today. Thanks for watching. Have an excellent day and a Happy New Year. And I will see you another time.